This was basically a courtesy call. As you know, it's this week the WFP Executive Board, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to catch up with the Director General, and we reviewed briefly the state of affairs between Belgium and FAO. And as I explain you, I will respond, I suppose, also to your second question. We have a very long-standing and solid partnership, both on the development side and on the humanitarian side. That goes back, as I told you, many years. Recently, we created a lot of space for innovation, and we discussed some of the projects that we are funding at this stage, mainly with the humanitarian operations of FAO, and it's all about digitalization, use of ICT technologies. Belgium has a commitment to spend 20% of its humanitarian budget on innovation, and so we launch calls for proposals, and FAO was very successful in taking two of the projects in that first call. Now, on the development side, Belgium is a bit of a peculiar donor, perhaps, in the sense that around 2010, we dismantled all our earmark contributions to FAO, and at that point, all our contributions were earmarked, and we converted them euro for euro to unearmarked core contributions. Well, conversations like this one allow us to take stock of where we are with that policy, how things are going, and I understand from the Director General that they are still very pleased with that decision. That gives the organization obviously a lot of flexibility to manage resources for the best outcomes. Whereas on our side, we were also very pleased to see that flagship programs like Dimitra, that were very much supported in the days of the earmarked contributions, in a way have perhaps become even more successful now that the organization as a whole has taken ownership, and that it's not just something that thrives in the context of a little side agreement funded by earmarked contributions. Last point that we raised is the organization of bilateral consultations that we have agreed to fix before the end of the year, and that will be a good opportunity to also compare notes more on the policy side of things. We look at FAO in Belgium, at FAO as a center of knowledge and expertise, obviously, and are very happy to pick brains here on the best practices and try to emulate them in Belgium, where we also have development programs in the field of agriculture. And likewise, if we can contribute to the overall reflection here and share some of our own experiences that are virtually exclusively now in sub-Saharan Africa, that makes obviously for very interesting conversations.